Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Holy crap, look at us doing an arcade game video. I realized I was going through my camera. I actually made a video about this, and it was one of the videos that I lost when I lost a bunch of my videos and my memory card was corrupt. So I figured I would upload this again because it is a rainy day and I felt like playing some games out in the garage today, and this is one of my favorites. This is UN Squadron from, I don't even know what Pro is. I think that might have been the Japanese company, and then, or I don't know, Capcom released it. This game's from 1989. So I was a young boy when this game came out, and I first played it at a Mountain Mike's Pizza in San Jose, California, and I fell in love with it. I didn't know anything about it when I saw it as a kid. Obviously back then, I mean, you only learned about games when you walked into places to play them. And yeah, I loved it. I played it, and we ended up moving from San Jose, or we moved from the Bay Area in 91. And when I got my Super Nintendo, what was that, Christmas of 1991? The following, I think it was my birthday, so March of 92, I walked into a Toys R Us and saw that UN Squadron was on the Super Nintendo, and I asked for it for my birthday, and my uncle bought it for me. And I've played that game on the Super Nintendo probably more than any other Super Nintendo game that I owned. I love that game so much. This game was also called Area 88, I think. This is obviously the UN Squadron board. This is a JAMA board. It's running in my NBA Jam cabinet. This is the cabinet that I have. I never got around to getting a horizontal JAMA cabinet. I still need to do that one of these days. But yeah, I figured I would give myself a couple bucks, see if we could get through this whole thing. I never beat this game on Super Nintendo. It was so hard. The difference between this game and the Super Nintendo game, though, is this is a two-player game. Super Nintendo, it did not allow you to play two players. It was only a one-player game. So I never got through it. And I've actually played through this with my kids, but I've never played it on a single player. So I figured I would see if we could do that. I actually got this board. It's not mine, technically, I'm borrowing it. Nathan was out here a couple months ago, and he brought it with him and was like, here's the UN Squadron board. I said you could borrow a long time ago that I never sent to you. So it was funny because we went out and had, we had some beers downtown, and I forgot that he gave this to me. So the next morning when I went out to grab the beers that I left out in the car, I was like, oh wow, the UN Squadron board is here. So yeah, I'll try not to make this too long. Let's get started. We are going to be, Greg Gates was always my favorite. Greg Gates, Mickey Simon, Shin, whatever her last name is. I think they were the same three that were on the Super Nintendo version. So this part, you can buy upgrades to your plane. I'm not going to worry about doing that right now. I'm just going to play through this. The first level is pretty straightforward. I like Greg's plane because it shoots two directions. So it shoots straight and down. And I also like this game because you can just hold the fire button and it fires by itself. I guess this is the first shmup game I ever played. Well, I mean, unless you count like Galaga and stuff. This was the first. Well, I guess I played R-Type and I played Gradius too. So this was the first shmup I really fell in love with. I absolutely love this game. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea if anyone is even interested in watching this video. I don't know if this game's popular. I have no clue. I haven't really talked to my buddies about this. I don't know if anyone really played this game. I remember when I had it on the Super Nintendo, I was the only person in my neighborhood that had it. So I don't recall if anyone really liked it or not. I think it's awesome. I think the graphics are amazing. I think the music's awesome. This first level is pretty easy. I don't know what the settings are in this game. I never looked at them. I just kind of plugged this game in when I got it and played it. So that's the first level. I mean, it's kind of the same thing over and over, right? I think this monitor, is the monitor off a little bit? It might be. It looks fine though, I think. The difference between this game though and the Super Nintendo game is you could choose the levels that you want to play. This just kind of goes, it tells you, it doesn't give you a choice. You just go to whatever level it's telling you. But yeah, I don't know, back in '89 when I saw this game, the graphics, see how this background's kind of scrolling. I was a big fan of Top Gun. I still love that movie. I watched it a couple weeks ago, actually. And it just kind of reminded me of that. Fighter pilot stuff is awesome to me. I don't know what it is about it. I just have always been a fan of that. But you'll see, this game gets really hard really fast. The enemies get crazy on the screen. There's just a bunch of people everywhere. This is why I like this plane though, because I can stay above things and just shoot it. I don't think there was ever a dedicated cabinet for this. I'm pretty sure it was just kits. They kind of just took horizontal JAMA cabinets and threw this in. This is one of those games, and I know a lot of people say, like with this and like side scroll or beat 'em ups, like they're not fun to have in a collection because you can play through it, but I disagree. If I found a cheap JAMA cabinet and could dedicate one to this game, I absolutely would have it out here. Just because this game's so nostalgic for me and the kids love it. We have fun playing it. And it's just one of those things, like you can do different things. Like right now I'm playing through this without even using special weapons. Like that's a fun thing to try and do. So that's what I'm doing. I'll see if we can get through it. I think in the later levels I might need to have them, but this was definitely not part of the Super Nintendo version. This guy didn't put these things out that you couldn't get rid of. There's a little bit of slowdown that you'll notice. I don't know if it's a Capcom thing. Ghosts and Goblins does that. I think Ghosts and Goblins, either Ghosts and Goblins or Super Ghouls or Ghouls and Ghosts. I think a lot of Capcom games did that. We just got through that. We haven't even died yet. Look at us go. Hopefully you can hear the music. It's awesome. The stars seem to be against you. I agree. This is the forest level. This is why you use this plane, because all these things, you have to shoot all these trees to get to the enemies that are down here, and it just makes life really easy. But you'll see, like, there's going to be there'll be like missiles and bullets, everything. That it's going to start getting gnarly. It'll be fun to see how far we can get without dying for the first time. This is another level you'll see there's a lot of slowdown just because there's so much stuff going on the screen. You can already see it kind of happening. But yeah, I was going through and cleaning up a bunch of stuff on my YouTube channel. I know I haven't really been active lately and I just have been burnt out and taking a break, but I was going through a bunch of the old arcade stuff that I had, and I really miss doing arcade gameplay videos. They're really, really fun. So we started doing the NBA Jam and the NBA Hang Time thing. Unfortunately, both of those boards are having issues with the batteries, so I can't save my initials. So that's kind of probably never going to happen because I can't. Unless someone fixes those boards, I don't think anyone does. But those boards, the price of them are ridiculous. I'm not going to spend $400 on a board. It's just not happening. But yeah, so long as there's games that people are interested in. I know I never made a Mario Brothers gameplay video. I never made a Centipede, Millipede. I've never made a Tubin video. Like I said, I don't know if anyone cares, but they're fun to make. I do. I miss playing these games out here. The kids and I have been playing a lot more out here in the garage. So it's just like oh man. Oh shoot. Son of a biscuit. We're gonna die. Don't die. Oh. Oh no. So there's one. Is this the extra guy? I think that's the free guy. That's either the free man or it replenishes all your special stuff. See, now that I continued, it gave me a special thing. So let's see. That's one of them. Super Shell, I think it's called. Turn around. Why is it making me go all the way through this thing? Should have just turned around right there so I could... It's like, nope, you gotta kill all these other enemies. I did notice when I started over, or when I had to continue, my score went back to 0, which is a bummer. So that's another thing you could do if you have these games. You can play for high score. I don't know what my score was when I died. But yeah, I mean, just because a game has an end doesn't mean, you know, you shouldn't own it. Look at me flying through the fire. There we go. It didn't take away my money though, so that's... I wonder why it resets your score. This is the desert level, I remember this level. And you can see like these, some of these enemies, I just shot all those planes and none of them died. So it starts getting crazier. I think the guy that I picked too, Greg is his name, he recovers from damage the fastest, which is why I always used to use him on the Super Nintendo. Dang it. I'm gonna die for sure on this level. I'm telling you, these shmup kind of games where there's a million things on the screen that you're trying to like avoid. It's so good for hand-eye coordination. I always just tell that to my dad. Oh, dang it. 50 cents in. I always just tell it to my dad. I'm like, why do you play video games all the time? I'm like, because it makes me a better baseball player. These things fire missiles, so you gotta get rid of them. There's something just kind of therapeutic about playing games like this where you're just trying to avoid things and shoot stuff. I don't know. I like it. Hopefully this camera looks alright. What was that, level 4? I think there's 7 levels in this game. Or missions. Is this dumb to try and get through this without using special stuff? Or is it like more fun, harder? I don't know. I'm really hoping there's people who are like this game, and it'd be fun to talk to you guys about it. It's like I said, I didn't know a lot of people who were into it at all. This music is so good. Reminds me of like, reminds me of Outrun, a lot of the music. I think I could get past this level on Super Nintendo. There was like a cave level where there's stuff like above and below you and it's just impossible. I could never pass that level. Oh. See how crazy it gets? Is this about the helicopters? Yep. Like, that should be counting. Bullshit. I shot that thing like a million times before it even... before it even started counting. What just hit me? Dang it. No! Dang it, 75 cents? I hate that it's not keeping my score. Like, I agree that continuing, like, scores with continuation or whatever shouldn't count, but it'd be fun to see, like, what we actually were at. And $151,000. Mission 6. This old man's probably like, why aren't you spending any money in my store, bruh? And this is another one. The music is awesome. I think this is the cave thing that I remember that I could never get past. This is another one where having this plane is crucial because there's stuff above and below you. There's something about rainy Saturdays and playing video games. It reminds me of being a kid again. So that's what I did when it rained on Saturdays. That's what I did all the time. It didn't even have to be raining. There was always, weekends were awesome because you'd get home from school on Friday. My parents would take me to, we'd go to either Blockbuster or there was a store where I grew up. Oh, come on. And you could rent games for $1. You had them for 24 hours for $1. I'm gonna die again. So yeah, you got them for 24 hours for $1. So you could go on Friday night, rent a game, play it all night Friday night, bring it back Saturday, and then rent another game Saturday. $2 was your whole weekend. It was awesome. Food Source? Wow, what was the name of the store? I can't remember. It was a random grocery store that had movie rental. That's how I played all my Super Nintendo games. Dude, because back then, I mean, you'd do chores and like save your allowance, and those games were so freaking expensive. I was telling a story to one of my friends the other day. We were talking about layaway, and when I was in when I was in 7th grade, I tried going to Walmart to put when Street Fighter 2 came out on Super Nintendo. I tried putting that shit on layaway. Because I didn't have any money. I never ended up getting it, but I'll never forget trying to do that. It was so funny. I mean, there's no such thing as layaway anymore, I don't think, is there? How many credits have we gone through? 4? We gone through $1? This kind of reminds me of the first level. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea if I'm good at this game. I don't know what's considered good. I'm sure there's people who can... Fuck me. I'm sure there's people who can beat this game without dying. I obviously cannot. I think we've done pretty good so far, though. Oh, it's starting to speed up now. What are we doing? Aw. Hopefully I don't run out of credits, because I'm going to have to mess with this camera to put more credits in the game. It's not going to be good. I need some sort of like energy or something. I also never understood in these games, like these guys are firing missiles at me. Like when I move, it should hit those guys. Right? WTF. Oh, there we go. It's always super stressful when you hear the ding, it's like you're gonna be die any minute. See, this is when this plane is rad. You just smoked both those dudes. Ooh, that just gave me special stuff too. Might as well use these. Like heat-seeking missiles. It's cool. Oh, here we go. Why am I not? Oh, no. There we go. Nice. Got through it. Well, we beat the high score, but it's going to go away, isn't it? This is the Battleship. This might be the last level. How long is this video? Oh, no, this is not the last level. This is one of the earlier levels in the Super Nintendo version, though. I guess, I mean, if the title of this video says it's a full playthrough, people are going to know it's a long video, right? Oh, what was that? I don't even know what that was. Like a little guy. Again, why this plane is the best. It's so huge to be able to shoot things below you. It's another one, you gotta get all these things at the bottom first. Fuck, that thing just smoked me. Napalm? Forgot I have these extra weapons. Suck it. Napalm. Just napalmed him. Oh, there's the main thing. By the way, where do all these planes come from? It's just endless. Didn't I just blow up the main thing? Why is it still going? Is that a free guy? I need that. I don't know if that was worth doing. Turn around. And it's also funny how when you turn around, nothing can hurt you. Like something different happened. Boom. All right, I think this is one more level. The arsenal. I probably should have bought this stuff, but you know what? Screw it. I'll get through the whole game with no... Well, I mean, those things that I've gotten have given us special weapons, but without choosing special weapons purposely. I don't think this is the last level. Oh wait, this is the first, like, boss person. Do you have to fight all the boss people again? That's insane. Is that what's going on? That's what's going on? Oh. What are those things? Why can't you kill them? Like, look at this. This is insane. I should have spent way more than $1 so far, I'll tell you that much. It is. You have to go through every frickin' boss again. Bullshit. more slowdown. Go. I wish those things were giving me energy. Give me a little bit, but now I'm back to... Alright, here's this guy. Seriously, how many times do I have to shoot this thing? Oh wow, that was not the last level. Made it through. Last battle. The UN Squadron will begin its attack. Here we go. We're in the middle of a fiery hell, it looks like. Why am I going backwards? Holy smokes. How is it legal to have something like this in the air? Asking for a friend. Like seriously, could you imagine this much arsenal, like this many things going into the sky at once? What do I shoot now? Ooh, we're back up to the high score again. Look at us go. Oh, horseshit. I tried turning around that time and it got me. Cheaters. Oh, you sumbitch. There goes our high score. Super shell was nice right there. That was so awesome. I like those super shells. How am I supposed to shoot that thing? I gotta turn around. Alright, now what? What am I supposed to shoot? I mean, that thing, obviously, but... Oh, there we go. Have to shoot everything, I guess. This thing's gnarly. That part's gone. Gotta kill this part. Gotta kill these guys. Ah, out of super shell. How do you switch weapons, I wonder? This thing just has like a million different layers of things that you have to kill. Die! How do those things keep coming? Fuck off. Look at that, they just keep regenerating. That's... Oh my gosh. We're not gonna make it. Is that it? No. Hold on. No. Shoot. Yes. Sorry about that. Oops. Oh, there we got the high score. That's the game. We beat it. $967,610. Now let's get the F out of here. So yeah, that's UN Squadron, Area 88. However you know it, this is my last visit and I shall never return. Round 10 clear. Project 4's plot was thwarted and peace was brought back to Catal. We did it. Should we watch the ending? Look at those colors. That was a brutal war, and we can finally live in peace. Look at us go. The sun is shining brighter today. Our mission is finally complete. Goodbye, UN Squadron. The endings of these games are so great. And here's the credits, and this music is fire. I don't care what anyone says. Listen to that. Kidding me? Do they just fly for the rest of the time? Just hang out while you see all the people who worked on this? Yeah, if anyone is interested in more gameplay videos, I'll for sure do one. I haven't done a Robotron video. I think I've done videos. There's a bunch of Nintendo Versus games that I've never done videos for either. I think I've got some other... Do I have other JAMA games? I might have like... I don't know what I have. I'll have to look. My arcade hobby is a mess at this point in my life. I don't even know what like boards I have. I've got so much like stuff I should be doing. I'm so busy. Looks like a Playboy bunny, by the way. I kind of want to just hang out and listen to this music. Like, I want this to be my phone ring. Look at this bunny right here. Is this the end? Someone just bailed. There's the UN Squadron logo, the little unicorn logo on that plane. Is that the end? What do we use? $2? Put $2 in, and then I had to throw one more credit in there. Oh, let's put our initials in. Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you, Capcom. Look at that. First place. #1. Again, look at this music's amazing too. Game over. Best fighters. It's me. For sure. I'm out of here, guys. Appreciate you watching. See ya.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.